This is our tour guide project by Pat
and Tyler. So first on our tour, we are going to visit the Terracotta Warriors in central China. The construction for the Terracotta Warriors began in 242 BC, but it wasn't discovered until 1974. It is depicting the armies of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of the Qin dynasty. It is composed of more than 8,000 soldiers, differentiating in height. The taller a soldier is, the higher ranking that they are. They were buried with Emperor Qin Shi Huang to remember him. They were believed to protect him also in his afterlife.
Second, we will travel north of Beijing to the Forbidden City. It was built as an imperial palace for Ming Dynasty emperors. It was built from 1406 to 1420 under the Yongle Emperor during the Ming Dynasty. Its complex consisted of over 90 palaces and 178 acres, and it had like really tight security to protect the emperors, with some walls over 26 feet and moats all around. And it, 24 emperors, different emperors had lived there in just 500 years.
Next, we'll be visiting the legendary lost city of Machu Picchu. It was built in the Andes by the Incas in Peru, and it was the year it was built was 1450, and it was abandoned for unknown reasons. Machu Picchu directly translates to Old Peak. The first time it was seen by anyone was, well, besides the local farmers, was in 1911 by a man from Yale University. It is believed to have been built for Pachu Kuti Inca Yupanquiu. It was built as a royal estate for emperors at the time. It has over 3,000 steps, which links to many levels, just like this picture here. It is the biggest Peruvian tourist attraction, and it is almost 8,000 feet over sea level.
Next, we'll visit the most visited tourist attraction in all of Mexico, which is Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza translates to "at the mouth of the well of Itza," and it's a large city, with this being like the central part. It was built by the Mayans, and it was like one of their bigger cities. And this is the main part, which is it's called a castilla, but it's kind of like a pyramid. It's one of the 7 wonders of the New World. As part of like the rest of the city. It has over 1.2 million visitors a year, and it was built without the use of a wheel. It has 4 sides on the main pyramid, and those represent, and each side has, or altogether has 365 steps, and that represents the solar year. It's just like a map of like the whole city.
So next we'll be traveling to the Sphinx, which is a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human. This is a great example of the advances of Egyptian architecture, because it was mostly based off of Greek mythological traditions. It is said to guard the city of Thebes and ward off any evil spirits that try to enter. It is 240 feet long and 60 feet tall. It is believed to be constructed in 2400 BCE by Pharaoh Kharfi, and it is so badly eroded because of the harsh sandstorms that travel, and you can see in the space how its nose has been eroded.
Next, we have the Flavian Amphitheater in the heart of Rome, which is like a symbol for its warrior society. So it was made of concrete and stone. The Colosseum could house between 50 and 80,000 people that would gather to watch gladiators slaughter each other. It was actually famous because it had an ability to have all the fans leave the Colosseum in less than 15 minutes. And one time, actually, an emperor had them flood it and have a large-scale naval battle.
So next we'll be traveling to Wiltshire, England to visit the ancient monument of Stonehenge. These stones are over 18 feet tall, and some stones even weigh up to 25 tons. This prehistoric structure is believed to be built between 3000 and 2000 BC. Though it's thought to be an ancient burial ground, no one knows for sure what it is exactly made for. There are many conspiracy theories, some of which involve aliens. Some scientists predict it took us 30 million hours of labor to build, and some say it took approximately 15,000 years. And these are just pictures, and this is what it would have looked like before some stones were moved around and other examples.
So this is the Great Wall of China, which is the iconic Chinese fortification that was originally built in the 14th century and protected it from its enemies in the north. Its purpose was to stop the Mongols from coming and attacking them, and it is 5,500 miles long, and it was built largely through many dynasties, and it was almost entirely built by slaves. The wall is 25 feet tall and varying in thickness at points. Some places can get up to 15 to 30 feet wide. Up there you see the guard tower where people would be alerted if Mongols should be coming. And it's the map goes all around, and it's the longest structure to ever be built, and it cost many slave lives.